Heavy Bag Boxing TV.
Y'all make sure you go sub up to my man Heavy Bag Boxing, man.
Get your dumb ass in, hit this bag.
The Heavy Bag Boxing TV.
Y'all just go ahead and subscribe to Heavy Bag Boxing TV because he be lit on his channel.
And Heavy Bag Boxing.
Heavy Bag Boxing TV.
Yo, shout out to Heavy Bag Boxing TV.
Heavy Bag Boxing TV.
Heavy Bag Boxing TV.
Oh, hey, Jermell Charlo, he done switched up. He done switched up on us already, y'all. Yeah, bro done switched up on us already. God, it'd be hard to stand on what you say in the sport of boxing. It seems like for some people, it'd be hard to stand on it. But let's talk about it. What up, YouTube? Big T O Heavy Bag Boxing TV, man. Get your goofy looking ass in here and hit the bag. Hit that like button for your boy. That helps the channel. You know, I appreciate that love. Shout out my gang, man. D1, Merc 1, ML21, Skinny JT, Black Jesus, my guy, Troy Jack, Kiwan, Rebel Life, Modern King, Letitia, YK World, my guy, Tyree Celestin. Yeah, man, Jermell Charlo. Now, listen, correct me if I'm wrong, you know, because if I'm ever wrong, I don't mind apologizing, retracting, whatever. But correct me if I'm wrong. And this shit is rhetorical. But Jermell Charlo said, you know, when he defeats Canelo Alvarez, when he beats him, that he would return to his throne. He would go back to 54, right? And that's why, you know, and the buzz was, you know, he could fight Terence Crawford at 54. But now my boy's singing a whole nother tune. If somehow, some way, and he's in God's good graces and most definitely a favor of the boxing gods, he gets past Canelo Alvarez, not once, but twice, because of course, if he somehow pulls that fight out, he would have to do that immediate rematch with Canelo Alvarez sometime early in 24. Then he would get around to Terence Crawford. But he said this, quote, now he's, like I said, he done switched up. He said, quote, I might not necessarily go back down to 54. I might meet him at 160. my, how things have changed. And I get it, you know, and I felt like he jumped the gun when he made that statement in the first place, because again, you move up to 68, that's two weight divisions, that's a big jump. And then you get your body there, and it'll be there for at least 2 fights with Canelo. That's if you win, because listen, I do believe it's predicated on him defeating Canelo Alvarez, because if he doesn't, you know what I'm saying? I'm not sure. Because Bud Crawford is hell-bent on being a 3-time undisputed champion, he probably looks past Jermell Charlo right at Canelo. And if Canelo doesn't choose to face him, then maybe he go beat up on Jermell Charlo some more, and you know, beat up whatever Canelo left of Jermell Charlo. You know what I'm saying? So it's most definitely dependent upon what transpires with that Canelo Alvarez fight. And for Terence Crawford, man, you know what's crazy, y'all? What's crazy? I'm still not sure that this rematch for Bud Crawford and Errol Spence happens. I kind of feel like Errol Spence might pull out of this shit at the last second, because I want y'all, and I challenge any of my viewers who follow me and rock with your boy, to find a professional, a former boxer. It don't matter, as long as their profession is in boxing. Analyst, former boxer, journalist, sports writer, whatever. I challenge you guys to find where one of these guys is supporting, or I would say suggesting that Errol Spence do this rematch. No, because from what I can see, nobody that has a professional boxing mind, nobody who is considered to be a professional in the sport, boxer, analyst, journalist, whatever, nobody is suggesting that Earl Spence do this immediate rematch with Bud Crawford? Nobody. It's only the Earl Spence fans that is suggesting he does this rematch right away with Bud Crawford. And I challenge you, anybody who gets to watch this video, I challenge you, send me the link where you got a professional who is saying, hey, yeah, he needs to do this. He has to go right at Crawford right away. He should do the rematch. He should. Shit done change. I challenge you guys, cause I ain't heard shit from nobody who know anything about boxing saying that that's a great idea. So for that alone, I feel like I'm not gonna believe that this rematch is happening until it's in the books, like it's confirmed, all the way 100%. Other than that, miss me with this rematch talk. And then unfortunately for Bud Crawford, he would have to sit on the shelf, because who would he fight in the meantime? Who would he fight in the meantime? I know everybody would love to see that Boots fights, but let's just keep it a buck. Moving forward, Bud Crawford trying to make at least 15 to 20 million a fight, and a Boots fight ain't gonna get it. And I need for people to understand, I feel you. I want that nigga to fight Boots too. You know what I mean? But we got to be realistic about it. You're not going to make $15, $20 million fighting Boots. Don't nobody know who the fuck Boots is except for us, hardcore fans. You know what I mean? And some casuals that just kind of teetering on that, you know, that gray area between hardcore and casual. Other than that, nobody knows who the fuck Jerron Ennis is. So it's got to make sense for a 36-year-old Bud Crawford who trying to cash out on the end of his career. Let's keep it a buck. Unless he want to get brave, and some other 168 guys out there if you want to prepare yourself. But if Canelo beats Jermell, that's not that long of a wait, you know, because they could easily get something done first quarter of next year. You know what I mean? If Canelo was eager to fight Bud Crawford and try and cash in. And for those of you who think the relationship between Bud Crawford and the PBC and Al Heyman is one and done, you crazy, or, you know, after Spence is done, you crazy. They're going to cash in. They have to cash in while they got the hooks in Canelo. I feel like they have to cash in with that Bud Crawford fight if it can be made. Right? Am I crazy for thinking that? Like, that's some juggernaut shit. You got your hooks in Bud Crawford and Canelo. You know what I mean? You got to cash in somehow, some way. You got to get Bud Crawford in the ring with either Tank Davis or Canelo Alvarez before it's all said and done, because that's huge. But Jermell Charlo switched up on us. Yeah. That nigga switched all the way up. And if he does win, if he somehow, some way beats Canelo Alvarez 2 times in a row, and then he can put his focus solely on Bud Crawford and he meets him at 160, I think the advantage would go to Crawford at that weight, and especially with him dropping back down. I wouldn't be surprised if he changed his tune again and was like, yo, you just got to, if he beats Canelo twice, you just got to come see me at 68. But of course, he was willing to do that for Canelo anyway, so I don't think Bud has an issue going to 68 for any of these guys chasing that 3 times undisputed. But, you know, I ain't taking nothing away from Jermell Charlo. You know, I still think he loses to Canelo, though. I think he loses to Canelo and Bud, man. I'm just sorry. I keep looking at the circumstances. Bud's definitely a better boxer, and I think Canelo's just way too strong. Damn, man. But then a part of me kind of hopes Jermell Charlo proves me wrong. You know what I mean? It's fucked up when you're a fan of all of these guys. You can't really, you know what I mean? But y'all let me know what you think in the comment section, man. All right? That's all I got for y'all on this one, man. Big T.O. Heavy Bag. Talk to him, Roger.
Most motherfuckers don't know shit about boxing.